First thing we did before we filmed anything was we got together as a cast, played a big game of Dungeons & Dragons. We played as our characters. It was thoroughly chaotic, utterly unpredictable, and very, very fun and funny. And that's the spirit that we took into making the film.
We needed to please people who really love this game and who feel very territorial and protective about it. And I think the directors did that very well, the writers, because they genuinely love the game as well. But you've got to keep at least half an eye on the rest of the public. And I am their representative because I've never played the game. I still know nothing about it. And I love the film. And I judged the script when I first read it purely on the basis of does this work? And it really works.
John and Jonathan know how to give you sincerity throughout the humor. You know, the movie's obviously a comedy, adventure, heist, fantasy movie, but there's so much heart to it that I think, like, if you know nothing, you're still gonna have a good time.
I am a fan of D&D, so I was, super happy that this ended up being a good movie for me, not even as a person in the movies, so it was it was great.
This is the thing, like, I'm not a D&D player. I still haven't played. I've done my research, don't get me wrong, so I am more familiar with the world than I was when I started. But for me too, like, I think that's the beautiful thing about fantasy, and I think what they've managed to do is they've managed to combine humor with action, with heart. Like, there's a real emotional core at it, and I think it's super relatable, and I think the characters are so diverse, and that's so representative of the world and society that we live in. So I think there's something really accessible about it as a film.
First of all, my character Egan is kind of like the audience surrogate. You know, he's a guy that's in the world but is also kind of aware of how difficult and weird and bizarre it is. This film has a lot to do with joy and kind of being present in the moment. And so I think the best thing that I could do would, try to be light on my feet and kind of ready for whatever the boys would throw at me on a given day.
I try and love my character. Even though he might not seem very nice, it's important that I love him and know why he's the way he is. And I write these long backstories about, the difficult time he had with his mother. None of that appears on the screen, but it helps me.
The magic of this is that John and Jonathan, our directors, are as much fans of movies as they are of Dungeons & Dragons. They play the game, they care about the game, they care about the players, but they deeply, deeply care about movies and the types of movies that we don't make anymore. 80s and 90s action-adventure movies. There's an innocence to the movie we don't see anymore. We've done our best to create a cynicism-free space where you can kind of just come in and enjoy yourself with your friends the same way you do when you play the game or when you are playful anywhere in your life. That's our goal.